Hey, hello, I'm Isaiah Howard, and I am a junior at Fisk University, a rising senior for the 2021-2022 academic school year, and I'm going to be answering 5 interview questions today, so let's get into it. First question I'm going to be answering is, why do I want to be a resident assistant? I want to be a resident assistant because I really want to be a leader on my campus, especially in the dorm room halls. I feel like there's a lot to be desired, and there's a lot to be gained from a potential leader in these residence halls. And I feel like that's really lacking: leadership, consistency, and responsibility. At the end of the day, leaders are developed. Leaders, they grow, they're nurtured. And I feel like Fisk University has nurtured me and developed me into a leader and somebody that I can give that back to the next generation of Fiskites. I want to lead, I want to take action, and I want to fix a lot of the issues that I see and a lot of the complaints I see our young residents have and issues I've had myself in previous years. I really want to fix that, and I believe that being a residence assistant is really going to help me bring about a lot of the changes that I want to see at Fisk University. The next question that I'm going to be answering is, what do I believe is the most effective strategy for enforcing a rule or regulation? I believe the most effective strategy for enforcing a rule or regulation actually is consistency. Being consistent in whatever rule or regulation that I want to apply. If I have a certain standard set out for the residents of the dorm, keeping that standard consistently and consistently enforcing that and letting the residents know that this is something that's not going to change, this is something that's going to be constant, so you're going to have to meet these standards consistently so they know to meet that specific expectation or rule or regulation. Because what happens is sometimes when rules and regulations aren't enforced correctly or properly or consistently, a lot of people, they tend to break rules and they tend to slide through the cracks. So the best way to enforce a rule or regulation is through consistency. So the question I'm going to be answering is, suppose a resident comes to me and is faced with a crisis. How would I respond to the situation? I would solve the issue that the resident has come to me with through care, through love, and through understanding. I believe if my resident knows that I care and I'm trying to solve the issue, they'll be more likely to cooperate with me through my course of action that I may choose. And if I show that I love them and that I care about whatever their issues are, they'll be more cooperative in working with me to fix the issue. And if I'm understanding, if I'm listening not to respond, but if I'm listening to understand and try to help them work through their issue, then the issue will be fixed, and it will be, and whatever solution that I may come up with will be more effective as to fixing the problem, as opposed to be like, okay, this is how we're gonna solve it, this is what we're gonna do. I said what I said. Like, no. The best way is through cooperation and through understanding, through love, and just through listening to what my resident has to tell me about whatever issue they may have and just working with them through it. The next question I'm going to be answering is, what steps would I take to balance the needs of this role with my academic schedule and social life? Work comes first, responsibilities come first, duties come first. So what I would do is prioritize the things in my life. That's how I would balance it. So grades come first, residence duties, then social life. Things that need to be done are up top. Things that I can go without, bottom. So as long as I get done everything that I'm expected to do, then fun comes last. That's how I would balance it, honestly. Just being responsible, putting things in their proper place, prioritizing duties over wants and wishes. Okay, the next question and the last question that I'm going to be answering is, out of all the other applicants, what sets me apart and why should you guys choose me? I have a clean track record at Fisk University. I have a high GPA. I'm a provost scholar. All my past RAs will tell you that I've never caused any issues and I've never been a problem. I've always had everything in order with room checks. I've always made curfew. I've never broke any sort of visitation rules or anything like that. I've always been a model resident. I've volunteered as a residential assistant before, so I have the experience necessary to adjust to that role and to grow into that role and do the best job that I can do. I've already worked with RAs of the past and current RAs, so I believe that my past experience really sets me apart from the other applicants. High GPA, experience, leadership, professors vouch for me, staff and faculty vouch for me. The recommendations that you guys have received also vouch for my character. Thank you guys for listening to this video, and I really pray that my responses to your questions were satisfactory. Okay, thank you guys. You have a blessed day.